Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back again to Vanzi channel. Today, I will share again a list of playable games for you to play on Winlator using Poco X7, Pro Dimensity 8400 Ultra. In the following gameplay, most of them use Vortec and Vulkan 1.3 drivers. For DXVK, you can use the recommended version or use the one you think is better. And for other settings, such as the settings in the Box 64 preset, you can adjust them to your needs. Okay guys, no more talking. Let's begin. First, Metal Gear Rising. This game is actually quite light for you to play on this chipset, with the best settings, and use some of the recommended settings that I provide below to be able to run it well. 2. Dead Rising 2. This is a pretty cool zombie apocalypse game for you to play. The action is also pretty brutal but interesting. Now you can play it well on this device. 3. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. With FPS reaching almost above 40, you should be able to play this game playably on this device, and use the recommended settings as below. 4. Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2. This cool game actually runs pretty well on this Dimensity 8400 Ultra processor. If you have better settings, please comment. 5. Saint Seiya Soldier Soul. Saint Seiya is a light fighting game to play. However, if you feel a significant decrease in FPS, please change the cores as needed. 6. Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005. This game is definitely smooth and playable for you to play on this chipset. You may also be able to run it at a higher resolution. 7. Dead Space. Dead Space is a pretty scary survival horror action game to play. It also runs very smoothly on this chipset at medium or high resolutions. 8. Shark Attack. You can see the FPS performance obtained in this game when you play. It can reach 120 FPS. You can also use the recommended resolution below or higher. 9. The Incredible Hulk. This game is also able to run very well when using HD resolution. Use the Vortec driver or settings that you think are better to run it. 10. X-Blades. To get better FPS performance, use the latest version of Winlator that supports Vortec drivers. I also suggest you to use the settings in the preset menu. 11. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Oblivion is a very light game to play on almost any device. This game is also even capable of running at high resolutions. 12. Fallout New Vegas. This is a pretty famous Fallout series on Winlator. The game also quite light to play, and the Dimensity 8400 Ultra processor should be able to run it without any problems. 13. Fallout 3. If you feel that the resulting FPS performance is less than satisfactory, you can change the settings in the Box 64 preset menu and the settings in the container. 14. Wrath Aeon of Ruin. This game is one of the light ones to play. You can also use HD resolution without having to follow what I suggested below. Next, Warcraft. Just like the previous list, this game is also very light to play. You just need to change the resolution to high if you want to get clear image results. Next, Tomb Raider Legend. With the right settings, this game should run very well on this chipset. You can also set the presets according to your needs. Next, Harry Potter 1. Honestly, the following gameplay uses the oldest version of Winlator released. For now, the game should run better on this device. Next, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. This is a game you shouldn't miss. Now, with a more powerful Mediatek processor like the Poco X7 Pro, the game can run quite well. Next, Call of Duty 2. This second Call of Duty series is still quite worth playing now on Winlator, and even mid-range devices are able to run this game quite well too. 20. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. I suggest you to use Vortec and DXVK drivers as suggested below so that this game runs quite well. Also use additional settings in the preset menu. 21. Manhunt 2. This is a pretty gore action horror game that you shouldn't miss. This game is also very light for you to play on Winlator. Actually, the performance produced can reach 60 FPS, depending on your configuration. Next, DredOut. This survival horror game is made in Indonesia, and the ghosts in this game come from its culture. This game definitely runs well on this processor. Next, SteamWorld Dig 2. If you want to play this game at high resolution, you can change it in the container menu without affecting its performance. Next, PES 2013. This is one of the soccer games that can run well for Mali GPU users when played on Winlator. You may also need other additional settings in the preset menu. Next, PES 2017. You need some materials to be able to play this game without graphic bugs, lag, or other bugs. Please find the appropriate patch for the Mali GPU device. 26. Devil May Cry 4. No doubt. This DMC game can run very well on the Poco X7 Pro device. Also use HD resolution if you want better graphics. Next, Tomb Raider 2013. You can get better performance depending on certain conditions or locations. Some places in the game can reduce the FPS performance to below 30. Next, Left 4 Dead. The first version of the game runs quite well and is playable. For those who ask about the second version, please try it yourself using the best settings. Next, Battlefield Bad Company 2. This game is a bit heavy when played on Mali GPU. For Poco X7 Pro users can get FPS that is quite playable to play on this device. Next, Max Payne. Use the resolution as I suggested below, or you can lower the resolution again. If still lagging, please change the settings in the preset menu and in the container. 31. Burnout Paradise. You don't need to worry, this game can run well on Poco X7 Pro. If later you feel the performance is not good when tried, use additional settings in the preset menu. Next, MudRunner. MudRunner is a pretty cool simulation game to play. Use medium resolution for this game to run pretty well on this device. Next, Dead Space 2. This is my favorite Dead Space series when played on Winlator. For Mali GPU users, this game runs very smoothly on high-end devices. Next, GTA 4. As you can see, this game runs very well with FPS performance that can reach 30. Sometimes it can drop below 20 depending on the conditions. Final list, Resident Evil Revelations. If you have better settings than this, you can definitely run with performance reaching up to 50 FPS depending on how you set it up. Okay, those are some of the games that you can play playably on Winlator using Poco X7 Pro Dimensity 8400 Ultra. I suggest you to use the latest version of Winlator that supports Vortec driver for Mali GPU. When you can use Vortec driver, you will be able to use DXVK feature for performance and graphics management. Okay guys, if you think this video useful, don't forget to share this video with your friends. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Vanzi Gaming channel. Okay guys, see you next time. Bye.